Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of Yoleno TV. So Raila has shockingly responded to GACHAGUA and Ruto over the remarks that they made in Kirinyaga County when they were launching that dam. And this is what Raila Amolo Odinga said. Mulisema 5 years ilikuwa ni mimi na Uhuru. So why couldn't you wait for Uhuru to launch that dam in Kirinyaga County? Dear viewers, that was a sharp and brief response from Raila Amolo Odinga to Rigathi Gachagua over the remarks that Rigathi Gachagua made yesterday. You also remember what William Samoei Ruto said when he said that he will teach Uhuru and Raila Amolo Odinga the agriculture economics. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of Yoleno TV. I've always said and maintained that politics is a dirty game. For the better part of second term of the Jubilee government, William Samoei Ruto had been blaming Uhuru and Raila over poor governance, over failed projects. He even blamed Uhuru Kenyatta after even knowing that Corona was one of the reasons that made Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta fell short of delivering some of those key promises that he made to the Republic of Kenya. He also knows very well that the Ukraine war was one of the reasons that sabotaged Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's some promises. So, by the irony of those blames that William Samoei Ruto have been apportioning on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is that whenever meaningful projects are launched, William Samoei Ruto and his team will always claim credit on the same. So this is what we find very ironical, that whenever things are falling apart, then they will always blame Uhuru and Raila. But whenever meaningful projects are to be launched, they will always claim credit on the same. Kindly check the video regarding what William Samoei Ruto made, the claims that he made within the Kirinyaga County in yesterday's event at the unveiling of that dam.
So our competitors must know that we have a different approach. Them, they are subsidizing consumption as we are going to invest in production. It is a world of a difference. And we are going to teach them agricultural economics. Ndio wataelewa. Wao ndio wametusukuma kwa miaka 4 mpaka unga ikatoka shilingi 100 mpaka ikafika 230. And it's a process of 4 years. Kwa sababu walikwamisha kwanza mambo ya mbolea. Kama unapatia mkulima mbolea kwa 7,000, unataka azalishe chakula kwa shilingi ngapi? Si lazima gharama ya unga itapanda. So we are beginning the process to bring down, not as a matter of politics, short term. We are looking at having a permanent long-term solution to food production in Kenya. Na hiyo ndio mpango yetu. Kwa hivyo msikuwe na wasiwasi.
So you've seen that, you've heard the content of that video, because you know, even a small child knows that the dam that was launched could not have been constructed in 30 days. 30 days is not enough to construct that dam. That means that project was initiated by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. So we can comfortably say that that was a Uhuru project. Recently, we also saw the move of finalizing the M-Pesa project within Ethiopia. And that credit also, the Kenya Kwanza government has claimed credit on the same. We know very well that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is the person that initiated that move, that deal within the Ethiopian market when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta targeted expansion of M-Pesa project into that country. So that finalization was realized by William Samoei Ruto. But again, William Samoei Ruto claimed credit on that deal. So the Kenya government is still using Uhuru cabinet ministers, like you've seen, to help them run the day-to-day activities. But again, on the same level, they are apportioning blames on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta as to having been the reasons why things are not moving. We Kenyans have seen at this level that the Kenya Kwanza government is dragging its feet as far as delivering the promises that they made to the Republic of Kenya. The fuel dropped by 1 shilling. And that was again a shock to the hustlers, a shock to the border borders, a shock to the mama mogas. When Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was in power, before leaving power, fuel was, especially diesel, was around 150, 145 there. But soon after Kenya Kwanza government came into place, they eradicated the subsidy, fuel subsidy, and that saw the fuel rise to a level of 180 per petrol. So fuel rose by a margin of almost 30 shillings. So what we saw yesterday, when many people expected that fuel would drop to a mere to like 150, fuel dropped by 1 shilling. So that was a major blow to the hustlers nation. And I've seen, there is a friend of mine that I met in Kilifi County. This friend of mine is a boda rider. So before William Samoei Ruto took oath of office, I remember him telling me that fuel would drop the moment William Samoei Ruto would assume power, because he said that that was the promise that William Samoei Ruto made, that he will make sure that the fuel drops to 120 per liter. But the funny thing is that the moment the president took over office, he said that the subsidy was untenable. So that meant everything that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, all the prices that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta capped would rise. So we saw the price of petrol, the price of diesel rise by a margin of almost 25 shillings. So that was a major blow to the hustlers nation. And by now, many borders are beginning to blame this government because of the rising prices of fuel, because of the rising prices of basic commodities. So that's why Raila Odinga had to come back as an opposition leader. He officially made that unveil at the Jivanji Gardens and in Mathare also, when he met the boda community, and the boda community were claiming on the same. So
ya kuzimia unaongea mzuri sana, na hiyo ndio kazi yako ya kukosoa sisi. Kama ulifanya hiyo kazi ya kukosoa serikali ya Uhuru Kenyatta, hatungefika hapa tuko. You abandoned your duty to oversight government. Serikali ikaporwa na wewe na watu yako mkaingia kwa uporaji. Sasa unalalamika bei iko juu, na wewe ndio mwenye uliwacha kazi yako yote ya Kenya, na wewe ukaingia pale kukura hiyo pesa. Number 2, wewe mzee, ongea ukweli. Wewe ndio ulichanganya serikali yetu, ukachukua 50 billion ingesaidia wa Kenya, ukapeleka kwa BBI ikapotea.
GACHAGUA has come to answer Raila Odinga directly and told him to, mzee, nyamaza, kwa sababu this mess, you are the people who made this mess. So I think, to my understanding, Rigathi Gachagua is trying to run away from the issues and keep on apportioning the issues on Raila. He is forgetting that he's a second in command, and they promised that within 100 days they would deliver, and that price of fuel would drop within the first week of them assuming power. So ladies and gentlemen, kindly take your time and give us your response below the comment section there, whether you think this government will still deliver, owing to the fact that they've been making those baseless and reckless claims and keeping on blaming Uhuru and Raila, while they know very well that they're in office and they have the mandate to make sure that they correct whatever they think that was a wrong that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta committed. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there, and please take a moment and subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed before. And also, I'd like to say thank you so much for those who be supporting our channel to this far. Be safe and be blessed until we meet again for another analysis.